Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. I've been around the world as well. This is my first video since coming back from Wonderfest. Last night I had 12 hours sleep. Let's see how I fare, even if I remember what I'm doing in today's workshop video, where I'm doing stages 33 to 38 of the Fanhome release, a build the 1989 Batmobile. Boy, have I had an amazing time, and I hope you've enjoyed my videos. I'll probably give all my thoughts about Wonderfest on the live stream on Thursday. I know what you're thinking. It's Wednesday today. Why is Wayne doing a video? Well, everything's all over the place at the moment. In fact, if you're a member or a Patreon member, there is actually a live stream tonight for you guys as well. So on account that I'm not here Sunday. All over the place. The other thing is if you go over to the Agora Models website tonight at 5 o'clock, you really don't want to miss this. We have got my interview with Andrew Probert, the concept designer for Airwolf, Street Hawk, I mean, Battlestar Galactica. It's an absolutely interview. You really don't want to miss that. So make sure you go over to Agora Models and get notified when that live stream goes live, which I believe is 5 p.m. British time, because I don't even know what time I'm on at the time zone I'm on at the moment. Anyway, if you do want to get this for yourself, have put links in the video description, and we've got the QR code on the screen. But without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, I don't even know where we got to. So, stage 33. Here is the magazine, and we've got the right headlight that we're going to create now. We've done one of these before, so we're going to be putting this into that side panel that we're putting, just like that. So this should be too hard to start off with. That's what I need. I need a nice soft way to get back into it. And here we go. Here's stage 33 here. Now I did bring some stuff back home from Wonderfest. I got a Supergirl figurine, the new Supergirl, the James Gunn Supergirl. And I also got Lilu from Fifth Element. So basically for me, Wonderfest was a figurine show. Bought some figurines at home. For all the folks who watched Hobby Time Modelers and stuff, they bought me loads of stuff to bring back. And yes, my luggage was overweight, so I had to pay the fine on that. Even though most of the stuff that I went out there with, I managed to get rid of. So, all fun. Right. So let's just give you a recap. Obviously, this is the part that we have been working on. This is the part we've already done, and this is exactly what we're going to be doing today, putting these headlights in. So let me just put that over there. Anything that can fall off this, I've taken off. So like the magnetic section which goes on here, I'm just taking that off for now. And I have got my soft mat up here because I am going to need to turn this around while I put the first lens into place, which quite simply just goes in here. Then I've got the reflector to put in. That's going on top. And I'm holding that in with a G screw. It feels like years since I last did this.
It sounds like you've been carrying a massive weight for a really long time.
Oh my God.
What's been going on that's pushing you to your absolute limit?
Jim and I decided to get involved then. Let's turn that off. Right, we've got all of these LED wires now, and they're all labelled the same. They're all labelled C. I'm just seeing if they're the same length as well. Yeah, all of these cables here, they're all three of these are exactly the same length as well. So what I need to do is bend this down at a 90-degree angle. Just like that. Put this into the reflector here. And I want the shorter hollow post, which is this one here, which is going to go over the top of this and push this in. And that is going to hold that LED into place. And we're just going to do exactly the same on the next one's up. And put this in. And then finally on the last one. Perfect. So those LEDs now can't fall out. That's in place. And that's all there is to do in that stage. That was a nice easy way to get back into it, wasn't it? Stage 34. Here's the magazine. And we have got the left front wheel now that we're going to be creating, looking just like this. It's just the inner rim that we're doing at the moment. Here's the rest of the magazine. What else can I tell you about Wonderfest? Well, I got a chance to hang out with my good friends from the Sprueverse Challenge, Lou Dalmaso and Philip Siegel from Sprueverse. We had an excellent time. And I also got to see my other extended family from Australia, Murray Gayski. So having a fellow Aussie there was quite good as well. I can't wait to tell you all about it. But you definitely got to stay tuned to my live stream for this. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to be putting these two parts here together. I'm just lining them up so that the holes are all lined up here, because this is just going in there, and then quite simply we're taking these D screws and screw it in. Now Murray, he lives in Perth, but he's on his way back to Melbourne from Louisville, because there's another model show apparently in Melbourne, so he's taking his models there. Okay, 4 of these to put in. And with that last one just going in there, that's all there is to do in that stage. So in stage 35, are we putting the tyre around this? I've got no idea. There's the tyre. I guess we are. Putting this on here just like that. I don't know if we got to put that in water or anything. And then just putting the whole tyre together. So here you go. Here is stage 35. I was getting worried then. I thought I was missing something because this is all I had. But look, you see, this comes out. Okay, so we want to be putting the part that comes out, and this is actually going to be going in here. And this, yeah, this has got some rigidity, but I'm going to be pushing and pulling to try and get that in there. I am going to soak this in some boiling water. Okay, so here's the wheel. I've put it in the boiling water. I'll put this on a mat so I don't destroy my surface. We're ready to now put this in. It's been soaking for a little while in here. Just bang out the other water and I'll get this in. This is going to take some stretching. As you can see, it is tricky, but I think we've got it. Let me push that all the way down. Yeah, that's cool. Just making sure it's going all the way underneath this lip here. There we go. Whew. Brought up a sweat doing that. So there you go, that's in just like that. Might as well keep this on here while I just put this top on. So I'm just lining up the holes of this section underneath here. What I do want to do is make sure that this now contracts inside, so that when I put this on, it's actually going to fit flush around the outside. Okay, 4 screws holding this in place. Now these are D screws. And what I'm doing is every turn that I do with this, I'm just pushing this in the lip here and then holding it so that when I put the screw in, it bites down and holds that little piece into place, as you can see. And do the same on the last one. So there you go. That's in place. And that's all there is to do in that stage. So stage 36. Here's the instructions. And we have now got the rear hood with hinges here. And we're just going to be putting the hinges on the rear hood. There's the rest of the magazine. I've got my mat up, as you can see, because I think we don't want to get this scratched up. As a matter of fact, we should be good. We should be good. Okay, all we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be putting these into the positions at the back here, this way round. So this one's going to be going in there. So it's going out that way. And this one's going to be going into the position here. So it's going out that way. I'm putting these in with these flange screws we got, which are K screws. This is metal, so I have dropped that in a little bit of sewing machine oil. And I'll get these in. One there. And one there. Perfect. And that's it. With that in place, that's all there is to do in that stage. So the penultimate stage of this pack, stage 37, looks like this. And we have got the rear hood, we've got the grills and stuff for it now, and a little bit of the reinforcement at the back there. Here's the rest of the magazine. And here's the pack. So let's get all of these individual parts open. And it's quite clever how these all go in. We're basically putting them in from this side here. So I've got the grills. I'm just going to put the grills in the indent first. Making sure I put them in the right way. Making sure. Don't know which one fits where. I think that one goes in there. Yeah, I'm reckoning that I put this into here first. So I've got this through all the holes. Yeah, I definitely think what you want to do is actually put the grill onto the plastic section first, because that's lined up absolutely beautifully. And then that will enable you to push this all the way through. Just making sure I've got the right side. That fits beautifully, so that makes sure that they all go through the other side there, as you can see, and it's nice and flush. Got oil on there, we'll get that off in a second. Matter of fact, let's do that now. Perfect. Okay, do the same on the other side. By doing this, it helps you also put these in the right way. They can be a little bit fiddly. There we go, that's that one in as well. And that's going in from the other side as well. Perfect. So they're in just like that. All I'm going to do then, just put this back section on, which goes on this way, just over the top here. So I'm just lining everything up. Do the same on the other side. Perfect. And I've got these screws here, which are A screws. We're going to hold this in. So one in here. Oh, need a smaller screwdriver. And then just one in the other side. And again, just tidying that oil up there. That looks good. That's all there is to do in that stage. So in the last stage here, stage 38, here's the instructions, and we have got the left side skirting, which we're just going to be putting together just like this. So a nice quick way to end this pack this month. Once again, let's get everything open. And we've got a few things that we're going to want to put into place first. We've got this little detail here, which is going to go onto this pin in the middle here. And just push that down. That's the first one in. Second one is a black version of that, which looks like this over here. That's actually going to be going onto this point. Let's make sure it's in the right way. Over there. So I'll push that one in as well. And then finally, if we turn it over this way around, I've got another detail which we're going to be putting in this side, which is actually just going to go into here, just like that. And that's held in with a screw, that one. We need a D screw, which goes just in here. And believe it or not, with that done, that's all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. So looking back what we've done, we've obviously just finished this section. We've done another wheel. We've done a bit of the hood there. And we've also put in, if I can remember which one it was, all the LEDs and the headlight for that side panel. That was kind of nice and easy to get back into the swing of things. So there's going to be videos out now Thursday and Friday. And then we are back on normal scheduling then. That means the members streams will be back on the Sunday. Not this week though. And obviously there'll be no video on the Wednesdays. But I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.